Hi, today I want to talk about finding the time to be visible. Finding time to talk about yourself and your work. So we know that being visible will increase your network, it will help you clarify your thinking and your ideas, it will help you progress. You know that being visible will improve your reputation and increase the number of opportunities that come your way. But yet you just can't find the time. So how do you make time for this? For me, it's a bit like exercising or reading, in that you don't have time, you make time. So once you decide that you are going to be proactive and you're going to take responsibility for being seen and being more visible, you make the active choice to make time. So I think that's the important thing to hold on to for this conversation, is that you have to decide to make the time. Then you want to think about, how do I make this become a habit? The same way as texting, watching Netflix, eating. How do I make it embedded into my daily routine, the same way as these other things are? Now, people have studied this, and we know that it takes around 2 months to form a habit, 66 days to be exact. And some of the things to think about when you are considering how to make this a habit is, always do it at the same time every day. If you do this, it increases the likelihood that this will stick and become a habit. If you skip a day, don't give up. You just start again the next day. And you must be really clear on what the habit you're trying to build is. So saying, I'm now going to be more visible, is too vague. It's too broad. You have to really narrow that down and be specific, so you will know if you've achieved your goal, so that you will know if you've made it a habit. So you want to make it a habit, and you want to constantly remind yourself of the benefits so that you're motivated, so that you keep going. Remind yourself of these benefits. With being seen, with being more visible, comes increased authority, comes a more extensive network, comes an increase in reputation, comes the ability to share your ideas and thoughts with more people, collaborate with more people. So hold on to the benefits. And then you want to think about what is the goal? What is your goal here, and making that really achievable? So you might decide that every Friday you're going to send one tweet describing what you learned that week. You might decide you're going to write 2 blog posts in the month of June. One blog post being a letter to your future self, and another blog post being a letter to your past self. You might decide you're going to write 1 LinkedIn article over the next 7 days, and that article will be about how to break into the field that you work in. So these are just some examples. It doesn't matter what channel you choose or what you choose to write about or share. It matters that you do it, because right now you're building the muscle, you're building a new behavior, and you do those things by acting, by doing. And the last thing is about avoiding comparison. Now, this is a killer, because we're doing all of this online, and of course all of the people we are surrounded in online are people who are very visible, people who have been showing up to talk about themselves and their work for years and years and years. I've been doing this work since 2008. So I have been blogging, tweeting, giving public talks, all of these things for 12 years. It's already a habit. It's part of my work. It's embedded into my day-to-day. I prioritize it. I enjoy it. But it would be really unhelpful for somebody starting out on day 1 to compare themselves to somebody like me or other people who have been doing this for a long time. So try really hard not to compare yourself to others, because it will only hinder you. It will only make you feel bad and hold you back. So you want to think about making a habit. Remind yourself of the benefits. What is your goal? It has to be small and achievable. Avoid comparison and start. Start small. Start today. Make the time. I hope this helps. If you've enjoyed this video, please like it, leave a comment, send it on to a friend. All of these things help me to reach more people. Bye.